class 2, I think. Yeah, class 2 or 3. And I was aware of the glory that our Air Force people achieved in, knocking out the saber jets, the famous saber jets of Pakistan with our MiG-21, the NAT as it was called, the NAT aircrafts. And that was a priming, that was inoculation of, liking to know if I could join army. But 71 war with Pakistan was a true motivator. But one incident I won't forget. That incident was when a soldier, he was from the Corps of Engineers, the mine exploded on his face. Mine. And he lost one eye immediately, and other eye was grossly involved. I would go and do dressing in his eyes. He lost both hands also. He was a sick boy. And he was a young boy, maybe 19, 20, even the beard got burnt. But he would never complain, he would never ask me, जो बची हुई आँख है इसका क्या होगा? So I used to feel like, I was so emotional to interact with him. And one day I asked him, whatever his name was, some Sham Singh or Baryam Singh. Can I help you? कुछ पूछना है, कुछ मदद करना तेरी? नहीं साहब जी, कुछ नहीं. Smiling away. मैं anything. पट्टी डालते बस ठीक है. मैं anything. कहता सर करने का तो सर एक मेरा छोटा सा काम करोगे? अखा one eye is missing, both eyes missing. What? सर मेरा नाड़ा खोल दो सर. मुझे पेशाब आया. I opened his nada, I helped him in pass urine. And you won't believe that afternoon his folks came. And I was going from my ward, from my department, I was going out. And in the lawn, I heard 3 people laughing very loudly. Guess who I see? That Baryam Singh, his father and mother. Mother was chillowing a santra and father probably cracked a joke. And all of them are laughing away to glory. Then it occurred to me that this is bravery, this is sacrifice, this is giving to the nation. He gave both eyes to the nation, he gave both hands to the nation. But he was happy. I regret that I am getting old, I am 58. Last month I turned 58. I wish I could serve again for the nation. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. I mean, it's really good to be with your men and with your Jai Hind, I would say.
The change that we've been seeing more is after we have superannuation. That is after we have retired from the service. Now, most of us have served for almost about 50 to 40 years, including our training period. In fact, some of us have served for a longer period. And what we learned there and what we saw there is definitely not there today in the civil areas. Some of us are even working in corporates. We find a different culture, whereas in the army it was totally different. So it's a big change from what we saw then and today.
The men are watching you. The situation is difficult. Can you show weakness? No, you cannot. It is the men are relying on you. You have to show leadership. You have to rise to the occasion to be able to, so that they follow you. They know that they've got a leader who's leading them into the most adverse situation, maybe life-threatening too. But it's that izzat which the men give you is, let's say, it's intoxicating.
Every year, each one of us have gone for a particular course, which is professional. So it keeps us going. So similarly, all Jawans also go for their professional courses. And it's not only the individual courses that we are trained for, but we also go for collective training. That our units, small units, the platoons, the companies, the brigades, the divisions, they all go for specific training, and that's how we train ourselves. So that's a very, very important aspect.
I was a sportsman in school also, so it was not that bad for me. I was physically very fit. But a lot of people who came, they were fit, but the mental robustness and the physical robustness was not there at that point in time. So what do people talk about dragging in colleges? You must see the academy to know what dragging is all about. You used to get up at 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, you are holding 25 kgs on your hands like this and standing, your arms are falling down. You remember the Morika?
Yeah.
And physically you are drained. mentally you are great, but that's a from inside and back you are like that. So what happens is that you are there till 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, again you have to get about 5 in the morning to go for your sleep. So you become mentally tough, you become physically tough, you become robust both mentally and physically. With the result that you can face up anything that comes your way. In the absence of the father in the house, the children need to be nurtured in a manner which will bring out the best in them. And that is where the wife comes into the fray. And she has to, because the father's absent in a forward area or a field area or in a particular for long periods of time, she has to be the father and the mother rolled into one. Now this sort of psychological damage is far-reaching. It teaches children to be independent. It hones their native skills. No educational institute teaches you native skills, and these native skills are the ones which the children of the defense services acquire. So that separation, which is a way of life, takes its toll, all right, but it has its plus points too.
There's a lot of camaraderie. You understand? It's fun. You're out or going on a patrol. It's not all. Sometimes it's not all just fighting. You know, it's very adventurous. You're in the outdoors. You're living a field life. You may be having a little tent and a little room to live in, but you're happy because you're with your men. Your food may not be that great, but it's enough to sustain you.
If you want a life which is clean, which is healthy, which is adventurous, which gives you facilities which no other life can offer you, and which gives you respect, which you will never be able to get the same type of respect in the corporate sector or even in the civil services, where your wife will be treated like a lady, where there is camaraderie, where there is bonhomie, where there is esprit de corps. This is the service. You may not get enough money. There's a famous saying that money cannot buy you happiness. However, it can make your wife happy.
We are from the same course in NDA. We joined NDA in 1964 January, and we still meet together. We are going to celebrate our 50 years of passing out from NDA in the month of December.
Also, you will get the opportunities if you join the army where you will never get them. You will do paragliding, you will do mountaineering, you can go to the Antarctic. I went to the Antarctic twice. I got a chance. Riding, rowing, sailing, you will reach national levels.
We got an Arjuna Award winner, Grant was KS Rao. He's been around the world.
So there's a lot of opportunity for other kinds of activities. You know, sports, adventure, mountaineering, you name it, it's there.